Welcome to the next issue
podcast. Please enjoy
the show. Woo! Here we go.
You're muted.
Oh,
it doesn't unmute me. I don't know why. it did it again. Making me
Damn
look like
you, StreamYard.
Yeah, like last week, like it unmuted everyone else but me. I feel like this is discrimination, but I'm not sure against exactly what.
It's ageism. It's reverse ageism.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, to StreamYard's credit, it knows that all the olds in the room will forget to unmute. And so it's like, oh, that youngin', he'll remember.
He'll figure it out.
Yeah.
He knows where to click.
Exactly.
Cool. Well, I mean, we got a pretty busy show. We're going full Hollywood today. We're going to talk a little bit about Wonder Man, just the first few episodes, and a little bit of the comic history, if we can figure that out. Because it's complicated.
He has a long history, which is amazing, but it's so it's just trapped into other people's bullshit. It's amazing.
We're also going to go over the results of our big movie draft from last year. We finally have it all. It's I'll tell you this, it's some really interesting stuff, really interesting numbers. We'll go over that later on. We also have an advanced review for a Dynamite comic, Thundar the Barbarian, which is coming out next week, which I'm very excited for. And then we'll get into some news that are a little bit sad. So we'll close out the show on a sad but memorable note, I think. So, alrighty. Let's talk about Wonder Man. So most of us watch. Well, I watched the whole thing. Some of you guys watched the 2 episodes, and Jeff didn't watch anything.
It's my fault, to be honest. So,
well,
it is Walt Disney's fault.
It is Walt Disney's fault. I
dropped the Disney Plus and I dropped Hulu out of because they did the thing to Jimmy Kimmel, and they've got to suffer. And if I have to suffer a little bit so they can suffer a little bit just to make a little stand, I'm not out on it forever. The Muppets will bring me back. But I'm even going to be like, but maybe not though, because if they do show it, because I know that at least if it's a 1 episode thing, I know they're showing something on ABC, so I don't need Disney Plus for that.
Set your VCR.
Whole series, yes, 100%. I almost was like, should I go get a VCR and a blank tape somewhere?
I have an extra if you need one.
I have a VCR in storage, and I just would need to go find a blank tape.
Can you plug it in?
I have a converter thing.
There you go. All right, good.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I think
because I have an Atari 2600. Thing.
See, back in the day, we would just go to Radio Shack for that. Now,
and now you have to tell everyone what Radio Shack is. So.
I don't.
Anyway, my point is, I'm boycotting Disney Plus at least for 2 months. They don't get my money for at least 2 months.
Maybe, Jeff, I want to applaud you. It worked. I heard rumors that the cooling case that Disney's Frozen body is in went up 2 degrees. So it's working.
The mustache started to twitch.
That one finger.
What happens when he's unfrozen?
What?
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit about Wonder Man. Let's start with the comics because, man, oh man, we were talking backstage. Simon Williams, Wonder Man, has such a complicated history. It feels like, you know how Kang is complicated because they grabbed a bunch of characters and retconned them all into being Kang?
Yeah.
This is the complete opposite of that. He's just complicated because I feel like they used them whenever they needed a character, but they're like, "Why do we don't need to make a new one. We have Simon Williams. Just bring him back as that."
Who's like a C tier Avenger we could pull up, and that's Wonder Man. You see, in the comics world, the key to that is when somebody has 2 first names. That's how you know they're just a C tier every hero that they can just bring in whenever.
And they don't start with the same letter, so Stan Lee.
Yeah, even better point. He's not.
Yeah, it was an interesting origin I read, because when you see Stan Lee created a character in the 70s, it's usually for legal reasons. So, so you had the Hulk TV show, and they were going to create a female Hulk, and so he was like, "Well, shit, they'll own that." So She-Hulk was created.
Yeah.
In Superman, like DC had Wonder Woman, so we should have Wonder Man. Then they got sued for it. So, but they were still able to play it out because he kind of became a character who just kept returning from the grave. They would just dig up and do something with it.
Yeah, literally and figuratively, they would dig him out and plug him back into another story.
Yeah,
So
but I do
brothers,
like Simon Williams.
Mm-hmm.
In Reaper. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Grim Reaper. That's right. Yeah, Simon Williams just kind of is caught up in all of Vision's shit. Like, Vision's life is like a soap opera, and Simon Williams is just like a rich kid who is pelted with the ionic stuff, and that's how he gets ionic powers, I believe. And then is just switched in and out with personalities, or his personality is taken and become parts of Vision. Like, it's very interesting, like his history, but it's like trying to explain Cable's history. Like, there's just a lot of stuff going on, and you really only the good stuff rises to the top. So the best of Wonder Man is just Simon and Hank McCoy hanging out. Like, Wonder Man and Beast are the best team up, and I would love to see that. But like in the comics, that's probably the stuff you want to read the most. Like, I don't think his Avengers stuff is that essential. Maybe the Kurt Busiek stuff, but it is also 90s. So like, he turns Wonder Man into pure energy during that time period.
The Burn, all the Burn stuff in the West Coast Avengers, he's a big part of that because he's tied into the Vision.
Yeah, that's great stuff.
It would be
I love that.
It would be like if Elon based Grok off of Timothy Chalamet. Like, that's kind of.
Damn.
I hate that I understand that. I hate that. I just hate that so much.
I just hate that period. That's gonna be a hard pivot from there, but yeah. So I like that. Originally, they wanted to make him like a competitor to Stark, right? Just another another privileged white man trying to earn success.
It would be like Obadiah Stane type.
Yeah. I do appreciate that half of Hireman's villains are like industrialists, like just other rival companies.
Yeah, right.
They got the weapons, man.
Yeah. But then after things go wrong, he accepts an offer from Zemo. Hey, Baron Zemo, always in the chat. And it doesn't go well for him. It all goes really bad, but he does get superpowers. Eventually he goes into some kind of coma, and Ultron's like, "Oh, those are some nice brainwave patterns you have there. It'd be a shame if somebody stole them from you and put them in my own android."
I know. Well, we see the return of Ultron. How much, I know they're taking a lot of liberty with Wonder Man, and this is written by Andrew Guest, who's a comedic writer who wrote for 30 Rock. He wrote Paintball for Community. He wrote the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons episode for Community. So I expected a lot of high comedy. I'm only in 2 episodes.
And there's not much.
There's not much.
No, I know. This is actually the point my wife brought up. She was like, "You showed me that trailer, and I thought it was going to be funnier, and it really hasn't been." I'm like, "Yeah." And so Danny, does it get funnier, or is this kind of the tone throughout?
I laughed a bunch during the first 2 episodes.
I mean,
too.
Yeah,
but it was because it was more like, when somebody has anxiety and like your only reaction is either to laugh or cry.
Yeah.
Like going through all the actor stuff you see in the first 2 episodes, like him trying to get an audition and like getting. So this is it's for the slight spoiler of like he gets fired from American Horror Story, which is also very interesting because like now that Disney owns everything, they're like, well, we could just do whatever the hell we want. We could put any. They could have had him in The Simpsons if they wanted to. Like, so
spoiler.
That was really funny to see, 'cause those were real. That was an actress from Twilight. I don't know her name. Apologies. I'm not.
Oh, it was.
Oh, yeah.
too deep into the Twilight movies, and that was an actual director that
Ashley
directed.
Green.
Yeah, Ashley Green. Thank you.
Oh.
And that was an actual director that directed.
Really?
Like all
That
those
is
credits
cool.
that he gave her were real credits. Like that's an actual working director for TV. So I like that
This is
they're
like
kind
the
of
Seth
like
Rogen
blurring.
show.
Yeah, kind of.
Hmm.
They're blurring the line between like this is the real world, but like it's also very like it's a very meta show, and I think that's what I found humorous. There was a few times where I was laughing out loud, but it wasn't. But most of it was just humor, like, oh, to see this thing in the real world.
I mean, I've been. Oh, I'm sorry, Clay.
Oh no, I just wanted to bring up the fact that it is very meta in the sense that when you see the Wonder Man movie, he talks about being in the void. And I'm curious if we're going to get any tie-in to Century, if that's kind of a point that was brought in. If like there was a writer for Wonder Man, the movie that they're watching, who knows these things are real and wrote this stuff. So like again, I'm only 2 episodes in, but I didn't know how meta it was going to be with the movie and stuff, referring to maybe real stuff.
Lucky for you guys, I did a show after the first 2 episodes, so all the notes I have in depth are just for the first 2 episodes, so we can use that. But yeah, I love him seeing they watch the original Wonder Man film with his dad.
Yeah,
and just kind of like him falling in love with the movie and just falling in love with movies in general. I think that's very cool. I like that idea of like him just spending time with his dad, and that's why he wants to do acting.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I like the idea because when you read comics now, a lot of people who are comics creators now had a moment of that childhood that he sees when he looks on screen of like, well, this makes sense to me because he's the hero and he's the villain. And so like, I love that part of it. Like that really kind of resonated with me a lot.
Okay, I could be wrong. I know the director aren't both the director and the writer the same team that did Shang-Chi? Or is it just the director?
They kind of combine. Yeah, the director of Shang-Chi is involved with the show as well. So what I read was that somebody was developing a Trevor Slattery show. And then somebody was developing this Wonder Man show. And then somebody else said, why don't you just put them together? And that's kind of how this came. Which very reminiscent of like how everything happens to Wonder Man in the comics as well. They're like, why don't we just do this? Right?
Well, the thing I love so far about the show is the brilliance of putting the two of them together, because you have Trevor Slattery, who is just an actor who got cast to be a supervillain in Iron Man 3. And people remember him mostly for that. And then you have Simon, who is a superhero who really just wants to be an actor. And so they're kind of coming from either end and meeting exactly the same in the middle. And I love that. I love that so much. And I'll be honest, I'm only 2 episodes in. Does Trevor Slattery have the most development of any character in the MCU? Think how far that guy has come. I mean,
outside of the guy in Spider-Man that gives him a hot dog and then is in Shang-Chi in the bus. I think so.
Zach Cherry.
Yeah.
True, yeah. But I mean, man, like, talk about taking just a character that was really meant for one purpose.
Yeah, but it's also Sir Ben Kingsley.
Yeah,
it is
played Gandhi, who is a major actor. To see him show up in a superhero movie gives it credibility.
Multiple times,
and that was the smartest move when they cast him.
And playing a comedic role, because when I do laugh during Wonder Man, it's always a Trevor Slattery scene, like the moment when he's at the diner with, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm super excited for this to finally canonically be in the MCU with the person who has hired him. And the guy's like, aren't you going to text him now? He's like, oh no, I'm, I don't want him to think I'm just like waiting around. And there's that long pause of him just like staring.
I do love that he has a character of himself in his mind.
Yeah,
there is a lot of meta in this, because I saw Josh Gad plays himself in the show as well, and so he has to play a version of himself on TV.
Well, that's what we were talking about too backstage. Like Ed Harris is on this show, and I'm like, I've seen everything. I'm like, did I miss Ed Harris, or was he playing himself? Did he get cut out? You never know with these shows too. I will say, I don't know if you guys have. I haven't seen Midnight Cowboy, which is the film that they go watch.
I haven't
First
either.
of all, spoilers for Midnight Cowboy because they show you the beginning and the end of that film.
Yeah.
Hold on. We need to have like a Criterion show where we go through movies that we feel like the others should have seen. I feel that's relatively within our time frame.
I've never seen Midnight Cowboy either.
Yeah, Josh,
I haven't either.
Oh, snap!
Wow.
Oh well.
Yeah,
that's almost a bingo here.
Also, now I know I can go watch, as long as it's not on Disney Plus, I can go watch Midnight Cowboy first.
Yeah, you should, because you will get spoiled by Wonder Man.
And you have to, all right, like for the full 2-episode arc, you have to go watch Midnight Cowboy, Baby's Day Out,
The Fly.
The Fly. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Did you guys know that
The Matrix?
I didn't know The Fly was a remake.
Yeah,
really? Did you know The Thing was a remake?
This show brought it up.
Did you know The Carpenter's The Thing was a remake?
Well, I knew that.
Okay,
but the
original Fly is Price, right?
The Fly is okay.
No, sorry, the original one. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Price.
I mean, who else would make a movie like that? I will say the part that got me the most, probably because I wrote it down and I even put a little laughing emoji. Well, it's when he goes to the office to get an audition.
Yeah.
And his agent's like, no, but I'll get you something else. And then he looks up the email, whatever. He's on his car doing this voice of like a Hollywood receptionist.
Yes.
Yaya is so good at he's so, I don't know. They're both really charismatic, it makes for a great show. Yaya Abdul-Mateen, Ben Kingsley, like this odd pairing that also kind of mirrors the characters from the original Wonder Man film, and I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing, show. Like, because there's a character Barnaby that's in the original movie, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, you got very smart.
Yeah. Well, it'll be his mentor, so I always go, well, what happens to mentors in these stories?
Yeah. So it's like, it's almost as if you have competent people writing the show and you left them alone.
I do also want to call out, because I don't remember this from Shang-Chi, but because that same scene has it, there are amazing tracking shots in this movie. There is one shot of them leaving when they go see Midnight Cowboy, they're leaving the theater and the camera passes through like the glass doorway. Yeah. And that same shot, because it looks like he's driving. Like, it does not look like that is CGI. And it's this one, I mean, and the camera is like, he's on the left side of the screen and you see everything passing by him on the right. And you're like, Jesus Christ, how do they do this? There's some amazing shots in this, which you wouldn't expect from
a TV show.
A TV show, yeah.
It is cinematic at moments, just showing like Ben Kingsley, like waiting. Like there's a moment, and it's just, it's like, we're going to put him big and on the screen for just this moment. And it looks so cinematic. They really made this TV series bigger than it should have been.
Which I think is great, which kind of brings me to the only question I wrote in our notes. It's been a while since I've watched an MCU TV show. All right. And I noticed when every episode loads up, you get that Marvel spotlight. Is that new?
No.
When did they last?
2023.
Echo was the only other series that has done that.
Which one?
Echo.
Oh, I didn't watch Echo. That explains.
Marvel Spotlight is for the more grounded series in reality. So that's why, like,
so Agatha did Born Again did it? Or is it like
Born Again is Marvel Television, just Marvel Television.
Yeah. Okay. That's because I was wondering if this was like a new, for lack of a better word, imprint.
Yeah, it's just their way of labeling stuff, which at first I was excited that, like, oh, are they going to go through like the Marvel imprints? You know, when are we going to get to Marvel Fanfare? Like, because like they had Marvel 2-in-1, Marvel Spotlight, and these were all like series they had back in the day. I didn't
put that together. There's Marvel Spotlight.
Yeah, so it was just all the kind of one-shot series they used to have, and it's time for Marvel Team Up.
It is a good indicator. Marvel Spotlight is a good indicator that a show stands on its own very well. Like you you have to do very little homework. The only callback I noted in the first couple of episodes was Simon Williams is walking by the Chinese theater because they are in LA, and I'm like, oh, that's where that guy in Iron Man 3 blew up. which is the movie where we met Trevor Slattery. So
yeah, right.
You know, but other than that, outside of watching Iron Man 3, I wouldn't even be like, you need to watch all this other stuff. You don't, and you don't even need to watch Iron Man 3. They give you enough to be
they give you enough context for it. I mean, I would say seeing Shang-Chi is kind of helpful because they really are skipping over that whole appearance of him.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's kind of important because that truly reintroduces him as a character who is first and foremost an actor, right?
Yeah.
So
no, I agree. The show, I mean, like I said, I've seen it all.
No,
I think it's really, really good.
Yeah, I expected higher levels of comedy. I expected almost like not a sitcom, but comedy injected into a superhero story, just from the level of writing I saw from Andrew Guest, and he's the showrunner. And I was like, man, this guy really does great comedy work. So
I think that's more just from the way you guys. Yeah, the way you guys are explaining it, it sounds almost British, but like dry, very dry, very dry.
It is. It's very dry. It's very. I feel like the comedy is more situational. It's not dialogue based. It's not jokey. It's again like the whole scene. There's a scene where he's just trying to film. He's doing an audition for an indie movie, and he can't find a spot to do what's called a self-tape, which was news to me. Yeah. And so he's met up with Trevor. Trevor's like, I know a place we can go. And it ends up being Joe Pantaleone's house. And that whole sequence is funny, but not laugh out loud funny. It's situationally funny.
The second episode could have been an episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah, it almost sounds like Curb. Like it sounds like a Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Dialed
back.
Yeah,
like you have to find a place. The only reason the whole crux of that second episode is like, I have to shoot a self tape, and something happened in my apartment where I can't shoot it there,
right?
And now I have to go figure out where to go, and we end up in all these odd places. I love when they go to the studio, like where I guess you kind of rent a spot.
Yeah,
and the lady's like, "Oh yeah, but I have to do it with you," and she's so bad at it.
Funny.
I do love that. I think that the interesting thing is learning parts of like being an actor, like shooting yourself, where he records the other side, then he puts that on the side, then he has to set up like the entire setup of that was neat because you're getting into like what an actor has to do to work on his own. Like he doesn't have like a whole crew; he's just by himself, but he has to learn these lines.
And the idea, imagine how crushing it is when you go to a place and there's like 10 other of you at least.
Yeah,
right. When you go to an audition,
and
you're like, well, there's 10 other people that can probably do the same thing or even better.
Yeah.
And then you hear the big laughs from like when Trevor's in there, and then the guy's like, oh, that guy's killing it in the room. And you're like, is he going? And you don't know what it is, right? It's just like, is that somebody that's going for the same thing I'm going, and he's doing really well?
Haven't you ever heard stories of people who like Kevin Smith wrote Clerks with him and Jason Mewes cast as Jay and Silent Bob, but when they wanted to do Mallrats, they wanted to recast Jay, so they brought in a bunch of people who like we would. And those guys were played in a lot of different or cast in a lot of different roles where they all showed up for the same thing, so that's how they all kind of know each other.
Yeah, no, it would have been there. I can't imagine a world where somebody else plays
Jason Mewes.
Jason,
yeah.
Jason Mewes is not Jay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think the last thing we didn't really touch on is like you get hints at Simon's powers, and there's also you guys don't really know exactly why they make him sign an NDA, and this is kind of in the trailer too, like or a thing that to make sure that he doesn't have powers for some reason. People with powers cannot work in the entertainment industry, and that's something that you kind of come across in the show later on. I think episode 4 is a very special episode, not in a way where you learn about like drugs and stuff like that,
like an 80s special.
It's show up? Refrigerator.
Yeah, not like that. It's just like a very standalone episode. So I'm interested to hear where you guys have to say when you get there, and also to the end of the show. But overall, I really liked it. Like I watched two, and then I went live, and then I watched another two before I went to sleep that day of release, and then I watched the other four like in the next couple of days. So they're pretty short. They're like 30-minute episodes tops.
Yeah.
That's
the thing that kind of surprises me is I feel like just when like preparing for this show, and you said, oh, they're only 30 minutes, like, oh great, we can watch this during dinner. And looking, it's only 8 episodes, and so my initial thought was, oh, this is really not going to overstay its welcome, right? Like that's good. But then getting to that first episode, which is, and I don't say this in a bad way, but it's very slow. Like it's a slow paced show. It's not frantic at all. And so I was sort of like, where is this going? Like we get 30-minute chunks. It's really taken its time. So I'm kind of curious. So
this would have been very weird if they had done weekly episodes. Like I feel like they almost would have to drop 2 every time.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
But I mean, I think Daredevil kind of had the same issue where I think they dropped like 3 and then 2 and 2, and I don't know. It was a weird release schedule for Daredevil as well, because there was one week where we got 2, and I was like, oh, I can see why they did this, because there's no way this one would have stood alone. I think the one about the bank robbery, which was a great episode, like just on its own.
Oh yeah, it was.
It didn't add anything to the overall story. That's the episode that made me want to go watch The Town right after, because that song plays.
Yeah,
I have got to go watch Born Again. I haven't seen it yet, and now I've been seeing the trailers for season 2. We get Jessica Jones back, which I'm super hyped about. But I'm like, okay, if this is based on, and I know that's loosey goosey, I can't figure out how there's a season 2 of that story. So I just need to go watch it.
It's very loosely based on. It's like. As it's as based on as Civil War was based on Civil War.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Yeah.
That's how much connection there is between this Born Again and the comics Born Again. Because Born Again in the comics, like, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
So
did oh, sorry, I was gonna.
No, go ahead.
This is me. For those of you who've been in the comic book club know I like to make big, completely unrelated swings. Did anyone else feel like the way the first episode opened with him in the movie theater with his dad watching Wonder Man felt like a callback to how HBO's Watchmen started, which also featured the same actor?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Because that's like that's the opening of the first episode, is the young black kid in the theater watching the Bat Masterson movie.
Yeah,
so
right before everything
all hell breaks loose. Yeah.
No, I didn't put that together, but I mean, Yaya is definitely a through line for. He's been Dr. Manhattan. He's been
Black Manta,
and now he's Wonder Man. So like,
his really Black Manta, man. Woo, that was one of the best castings.
Yeah, man. I've not seen those Aquaman movies, but I just got to the Harley Quinn episode where they have the Villy Awards and Catwoman wins, and then she remonstrates the audience about only giving it to her because she's black. She's like, you haven't even gotten to Black Manta, and someone's like, Black Manta's black?
Yeah,
standing up clapping.
Yeah, you guys really got to watch those. But all right, any last thoughts on Wonder Man before we move on?
If anything comes from this, the director and showrunner Daniel Cretton directed a film called Short Term 12, and I think everyone should see that. So like if you're getting into Wonder Man, you want to see go look at that film, because that is an amazing film, and it's a rough watch because it's about kids who are wards of the state and school and the teachers and how rough that is and everything. Amazing actors, amazing story, and it will stick with you. Like I hope people go Short Term 12.
All right.
I only watch movies about wards of Bruce Wayne. Okay. Well, yeah, highly recommend it. Jeff, let us know once you eventually get to it. I think you guys are gonna, and yeah, we'll probably touch back on this once everybody's done watching the series. Like I said, it's a pretty quick watch. Like it's 4 hours total of actual runtime and everything. But yeah, very excited.
What's left for the MCU? Is it Daredevil next, and then we get Doomsday?
Daredevil's next, then Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Then Vision Quest. Then Vision Quest is also out this year before Doomsday, and then Doomsday. So I think we have like 4 things. And also
Doomsday is December, right?
Yeah, Doomsday in December, and Doomsday because it comes out the same day. Right now, Dune 3 and Avengers Doomsday on the same day.
I don't think either of them are moving, and I'll tell you why. Because Dune has exclusive IMAX for the first 3 weeks that it's in there, and so why would Dune give that up? And I don't think Disney's going to be like, we're not balk. We're Disney. We're not going to balk. We're not going to do that.
Right.
And so I think I think Doomsday is going to happen. I put this in our Discord chat. I was wondering if we were going to get a Doomsday trailer for the Super Bowl, which is in 2 weeks, or the Sunday after next. But I completely forgot that Spider-Man 4 was coming out. So would we maybe be getting a trailer for that? Like our first teaser, something like that on the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
when does that come out?
That's been super quiet. I mean,
I haven't heard anything about it.
On the animated side, we also have X-Men 97 comes back this year.
Nice.
And then I believe more Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. There's another animated show from Marvel, and I believe it's Spider-Man. So we got plenty of Marvel content coming out. Even if it feels like they've slowed down.
Right. Yeah.
They have so many things going on at the same time that it's a lot. So
I am curious, does this lead directly into Vision Quest at the end of this?
This is very much standalone. I don't know.
Okay.
They're because they've already changed so much the origin of Ultron and Vision in the MCU. Like Simon Williams, I guess, is not required for that mixture.
Yeah.
But I'll just say that. But there is a
But
connection.
his girlfriend's name is Viv, and the casting was very interesting because she's not just a day player.
No.
She's played Judge Anderson in the Dread movie.
Ooh,
yeah.
I know who that is.
Yeah, Olivia Thirlby. I thought she was very underutilized, and I was like,
but I think that she was in that cast because I think
that's who that was.
I think
his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
I
think that Viv may become a Viv that we know.
Is it Judge Anderson? Yeah, Judge Anderson.
Yeah, she was Judge Anderson.
In Dread. We should do a Dread episode. I love that.
That'd be good. I need to rewatch it. So I don't know much about Wonder Man's origin. So you guys talking, I just brought up like a page to go through it. Do we get a Baron Zemo? Because apparently that's how he gets his powers. Yeah, exactly. Bring back Daniel Bruhl. Come on.
Dancing.
I think Daniel Bruhl may be done with the MCU. He's like, I've danced for you. Oh, I'm gonna dance.
But Zemo's so great though. Like it is. And the advantage is you could always cast an actor who just wears the hood the whole time.
But you a mask to his face.
A sock.
I will say you lose the actor.
If they didn't bring up Baron Zemo for the Thunderbolts, I don't know that he's coming back.
Yeah,
true. Very
I
true.
feel like that's where he would have.
Yeah.
So
I think Baron Zemo would make the best villain against Cap in the next Cap movie. Like I feel like the last Cap was such a bust that you bring out the big weapons like Zemo, bring back Red Skull. Like, I mean, Sam's Cap versus Red Skull.
You know, they have not done the Cosmic Cube. And if there's one way you could bring Skull back from the dead, it'd be the Cosmic Cube. So,
yeah.
Well, isn't the Cosmic Cube one of the? Didn't they turn it into one of the jewels?
Oh shit! You're right. Damn it. Yeah.
That's what.
Never mind.
I did not know that the creative team behind this were a bunch of community people, which is interesting since the Russos were the community people as well. So I feel like that's really cool.
They're community theater players. They're
community theater players. So when are we going to get Dan Harmon in the MCU?
Well, are all the most successful MCU directors from comedies? Because don't forget, Shackman, who did Fantastic Four, got his start on Sunny. So
that's right.
Yeah. Ant-Man. Isn't that Adam McKay?
Oh,
Paul,
Peyton Reed.
Paul Feig,
Yeah, that's
right?
Paul
Paul
Feig.
Feig,
Yeah.
who did a lot of
all the Ant-Man
who
directors.
did most of the Office, I think. Like every other episode is a Paul Feig episode in the Office.
But
so.
Bridesmaids is like probably his best.
I think
Oh,
Spy,
and Freaks and Geeks.
Bridesmaids.
Spy's
Oh, I
pretty
love
good,
Freaks and
right?
Geeks.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, so cool. Well, yeah, go watch Wonder Man. We'll come back to it. Like I said, I've done the whole thing. I've watched the whole thing, but I think it's just a very different thing in the MCU. I can see if people may not like it because of that, but I appreciate them doing different stuff with the
Yeah,
genre.
Big-
too.
I have a big nerd question. What is
Here?
on here? Yeah, the Wonder Man font. What is that from? Because it
Okay.
looks specific to a 70s type style.
It is so funny you say this because at the end of the second episode last night, my wife and daughter were my wife and daughter were both like, why do we get this like feminist font for?
It was a weird font.
No, it does feel like, I'm thinking like The Graduate. Like, the way that when it comes up and then you get the old school copyright date at the bottom and stuff,
Yeah.
it just feels like an old 70s movie. That's what I took it as. But
That's what I thought as well. It was like it was very stylized for a reason, but I was like, what is the reason?
I feel like a lot.
That's what the AI
of-
said to do.
I feel like a lot of the style here is also because I had this thought in that exact shot you're talking about of Trevor eating his wedge salad. I feel like there's a lot of inspiration in
I
this.
can't believe they spent 10 minutes on that shot.
Yeah, I know. A lot of inspiration in this from Wes Anderson, right? Like that central shot, wide view. And I feel like that font in those 70s callbacks, also reminded me of
Once Upon a Time
Rushmore.
in Hollywood.
Well, that too, but Rushmore, right?
Okay.
Like the way that he uses fonts in those old school 70s sort of titles in that as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I took it as. But
Okay, I didn't know if it was acknowledgement to something.
Let us know down in the chat. Do you think serif fonts are more feminine coded? Because apparently that's what Josh's family thinks.
I love serif fonts. So if so, call me feminine. Who knows? So
It looked like The Graduate. Now that
Yeah,
I think
Maybe,
about
exactly.
maybe
it.
they're
Okay.
paying homage to something that, these nerds. That is a very nerdy question. Like even further than the normal level, I think, of this show.
Well, I mean, it's just like the sketch,
Danny
like for
calling us out.
Avatar. You mean they
Ah.
just chose papyrus?
yeah,
Like, they
exactly.
clicked a button and went down and said, "It's papyrus."
I know, and it's fucking everywhere. It's
I bet
so
they did
bad.
that.
I
It was a
hate it.
placeholder font that they forgot. James Cameron spent so much time in everything else that he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we don't have time to change the font."
We're just gonna go with it. It's like that time I was at Trader Joe's shopping and my wife wanted carrots and I go to pick it up and realize the font for carrots is the same one that D&D uses. I was like, that's weird. So,
Are these in universe? What's going on?
Someone
That'd
in
be
marketing,
awesome.
someone in marketing said they didn't care what I used.
I rolled a D10 to pick a font. So
Roll for good eyesight.
That's what the Kevin machine from the She-Hulk show asked them to do.
Oh, man.
Um,
are we gonna get her back dating
I
Simon?
think
She-Hulk
she's
was
done. I read she said she's done, but this is one of those I read as it was a post on Instagram, so I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
Like there's no source or anything. It just said Tatiana Maslany says she's done being She-Hulk, and I was
I
like,
mean, because
okay,
that was the funniest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Chris
It's a TV
Evans was
show.
done playing Captain America. And
Yeah,
then,
true. Yeah.
then he fell into some money.
I think the most honest answer is who's the actress that plays Darcy? I can't remember her name, but
Oh
They-
yeah.
Cat.
Cat.
Kat Dennings.
Yeah.
Kat Dennings. Somebody asked Kat Dennings if she was in Doomsday, and she goes, "No." She goes, "But they own my likeness, so I could be in it, and I didn't even have to show up."
I saw that. Yeah. Man.
That's all right. She can always go back to do Two Broke Girls or whatever she's doing with
Oh,
Tim
Tim
Allen.
Allen right now, right? She's in that Tim Allen show.
I do
All
hope
right, well,
Marvel.
now-
This is like this little mini pocket here where it feels like Marvel is experimenting with Thunderbolts not being kind of a traditional movie, and this Wonder Man kind of taking a turn away from traditional superheroes. And
Even
I hope
Fantastic Four.
even Fantastic Four. I hope this isn't just like in this pocket that is post coming out of Phase 4, where they were like, everything's trash. Let's try this thing. And now we're getting back into like Doomsday is Russo's kind of, it feels like classic Marvel. So I hope this era isn't just this. I hope we get more of them experimenting with stuff going forward.
Jeff wants more of his all new Marvel now.
I want all new Marvel, new number ones, please. New number ones.
I mean, this goes back to the fact that, at the time, I think I even said this. Werewolf by Night was, I think, one of the most successfully experimental things they had done. And I'm like, give me more.
More.
Yeah,
more.
Exactly.
More Werewolf by Night.
Oh,
more
man.
Elsa Bloodstone.
So good.
They need to come back to that too. Yeah. All right. We've really dug deep into the bottom of the Marvel corner. Now, I will say, I posted a short from our discussion last week on trying to fix Spider-Man comics, and that did really well. So I was thinking if like maybe every other episode we do a Spider-Man corner. So keep that in the back of your head for next week.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah. I'm already there. I got it.
All right.
Should we come with pitches?
Yes, please. Yes, we're gonna try to fix Spider-Man every other episode. So next we're gonna look back real quick. So for those that are watching the channel for a long time, we do this thing almost once a year. I think we've done it for a few years now, where we do a movie draft, and we do it in the middle of the year because we can never get scheduling correctly. But we do a movie draft, and then we see at the end of the year on January 31st who's got the most domestic box office. So we're going to get into the results right now. Let me see. All righty. So here's all the movies we picked from lowest to highest.
Oh my God. The Roses was top of the list. Oh, no. I got very excited for a minute.
Yeah. Josh, sorry to burst your bubble.
That's okay.
The Roses did
not. Like two of mine are the lowest.
Here, look at caught
yeah,
stealing.
Josh really went for it. Well, it's almost, I don't know if you remember. I think the year before that, you picked the movie that only you knew about the.
Oh, is it
the biopic? Yeah, the biopic about the photographer.
Yeah. I'm really good at this game.
Okay.
And that's why I think for this year we really need to leave Doomsday out of this. Like, it cannot be something that we pick. I feel like that's gonna skew.
But it could be a bust. I'm getting vibes that it's not gonna be what Marvel.
We'll figure it out.
What Endgame was.
Yeah, it's no Endgame. This is not Endgame.
Because again,
Endgame could be on the list.
Yeah,
true. Yeah, they haven't done a good job setting it up. They did a great job setting up Endgame and what was the other one?
Doomsday feels like a setup for Secret Wars.
Yeah,
which it is.
Yeah, just a big budget next to big budget. That's it.
Is there any? I was gonna say, like, just looking at this list and where the names are, you probably gotta figure out who got the highest thing. So we'll talk about that in a second.
Damn.
But I was looking through when I was putting in these numbers, and I saw like there was just some prices like I didn't realize Wicked and Jurassic World had made so much money just because I felt like everyone crapped on those movies.
Yeah, but those are theater kids going to see that shit over and over again. So like
Jurassic World? Yeah.
No. Wicked. I fucking love that Jurassic World. How many
theater kids are in the US? This is only domestic box office. So
oh man, the fucking theater kids that love this Wicked shit.
The theater kids, the gays, all the ladies,
the women.
The women.
You know, like 80% of the market. Yeah.
I read that there's no gunshots in any of the Wicked movies. So what's even the purpose of that movie?
There's at least one explosion, right?
There's no superpowers.
But they never pay it off, which is weird.
Does Vin Diesel show up and drive a car off a building? I mean, come on.
That's on the next one.
He runs over the Lollipop Guild.
Wicked 3 Fast, 3 Furious.
So we have at the bottom of the list, and these movies are in no way bad. I think they just didn't get people in the theaters because I actually really
So of
liked
course
the
I
first
loved them.
3. The Roses I thought was really good. I don't know. Did you guys watch
Roses
the
is
Roses?
great. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
I
I
just
haven't
think it's
watched it
fantastic. It's
You
I
can
would
watch it on
argue it's
Hulu.
even better than the original, which I have now seen. So
Okay, cool. You can watch that on Hulu. Also, Begonia I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
I still
so
need to
Josh-
see that.
Now I will say Josh picking the Roses in his second round was probably not the move.
Again, I'm not good at this game.
Yeah. You have to tell me twice. I think Jeff is probably the one that got boned the hardest with Megan.
Yeah.
Because that was
That
his
movie
number one
deserves
pick.
so much better. That movie,
Yeah.
that movie deserves so much better.
That was number one pick for Jeff, and it's
Yeah,
like
you let
it's
Wicked
his-
slip through your fingers.
it's his lowest movie. So
There is a great Megan 3 joke in Wonder Man, by the way, that I
Yeah.
thought was quite
Oh
funny.
yeah, there is. I really put I didn't think Smurfs was gonna. I really thought it was gonna pay off a little bit higher.
Yeah. Are people not taking their kids to the movies?
I mean, they are, but I guess they're all
They're
going to watch
socialists,
Zootopia.
Clay.
Yeah.
The Smurfs are socialist, okay?
Oh, I forget what we're teaching them.
Hey, they're only watching, YouTube unboxing videos by that 5-year-old. So you don't need a big budget CGI Smurfs movie anymore.
But yeah, so here's that. And let me show you the organized version of this. Let me see.
Yeah, I want to
there we go.
see.
Oh,
So
here
this
it
is by group, by person. Yeah.
Okay.
Holy shnikes.
Damn, I did terribly.
So on the number one spot was myself with. Really, I think Zootopia would have just done it for
Yeah,
by itself.
Zootopia
Yeah.
is bigger than we all even imagined.
I'm genuinely shocked that did as well as it did.
Yeah, me too. Because that
A
was
lot
I
of, a lot
think
of, a
Zootopia
lot
was
of
my
horny
number-
people in the world.
Zootopia was my
Or in
number
America.
2 pick. Yeah,
There's an undercover furry movement we're not aware of.
100%.
I picked that up in the third round, so that was a really good payoff.
That is huge. Yeah.
What
and
is
then, of
the
course,
what is the Fox character that Jason Bateman plays in Zootopia?
Fox
I
and
saw a meme that was like the Disney Robin Hood walked so that character could run.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
that guy's full on anti-hero. Although he is a cop in the second movie, so I don't know about all that. I think he got hired.
How are you the cop anti-hero? What are you, maniac cop?
yeah,
Well,
maybe.
It is
Denzel Washington.
it is 2025, Clay. I feel like that is possible. So for 2026.
Zootopia 2.
What fucking year is it?
Zootopia 2 is low key training day. It's like Disney's training day.
I don't know. You like to get
Fuck
away,
you, Judy Hopps. Kill him, Judy Hopps.
Judy
Plant
Hopps. I
some
didn't know you
coke
got.
on him.
I didn't know you got wet. Piece of-
Okay,
Oh,
that's
that's
the only
amazing.
reason we need AI is to make that a
Oh,
real
God.
thing, so we can see.
Jason
that scene.
Bateman saying King Kong ain't got shit on me would be amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, Avatar: Fire and Ash also doing less than Zootopia was a surprise.
I mean, James Cameron had to buy all those tickets himself. So
Yeah, I guess so. Now, Freakier Friday did a lot more than I think it should have. It almost
Yeah.
hit 100 million.
Oh yeah.
Like, let me see. What round did Jeff pick that in?
I feel like they really tapped into that millennial zeitgeist for that
That
sequel.
was
That's what I
Jeff's
was going
number 5
for.
pick. That was your lowest pick, and it's your highest movie, Jeff. I think.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, no, Jurassic World, but yeah, that was
Jurassic World.
your number 5 pick. Really paid off. But yeah, outside of Josh, everyone has. No, even Josh has a movie that did 3 digits or 6, 9,
No,
10 digits.
I mean only Fantastic Four.
Yeah. So for next round, we'll go obviously in reverse order. So Josh will get the
Surprised
number 1
SpongeBob
pick.
didn't do better.
Yeah.
Me too.
I really
Yeah.
am.
Did Smurfs do better than SpongeBob? No.
No,
Alright.
I think
It did
SpongeBob
almost double. All right.
SpongeBob stopped at 69, and they're like, "All right, we're done. This is funny enough." So yeah, we'll figure
That's
out
right.
If we weren't going to make 420 million, then it's time to get out at 69.
Yeah. I mean, the numbers we're looking at are amazing. So it's like there are people responsible for their studios making that kind of money, which is just ridiculous.
Okay, but here's the thing that gets me. All right, look at all of the big budget summer blockbusters. Fantastic Four did the worst at 274 million.
Now, once again, this is only
Billion.
US because I think the game's a lot more fun that way.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
well,
like
that,
everything from like May on or something like that. It's from like May or June on.
Yeah, it's also
pretty late.
the second half of the year, so we missed out on some good bangers at the beginning. So
well, now I'm curious about the international box office.
Yeah, me too. Like,
Yeah,
like what
like,
of those? Like, I just assume Avatar is top of the list of the international box
Yeah,
office.
maybe the Roses did better. It makes
I don't
more
think
sense
so.
that would do better internationally.
Does
Did they
it?
even-
Though?
I think so.
I feel like it's a very American story of.
I guess I look at those two as British and European. So
Well,
that's
I
the
mean,
appeal.
yeah, it is British, but it's
Here we
set
go.
in America, and I feel like the. Oh, sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say if we open this up internationally, then Danny's gonna win every time because it's always gonna be some weird, anime. It's like
yeah,
yeah, my
That's
octopus lover or something weird. Like
well, here is the
My octopus lover.
is this let me see.
I'm gonna start a band just so I can use that name.
Oh,
Hold on. This is domestic. See, like we missed on a.
yeah, I was
we
gonna say
missed on
Fantastic
Minecraft
Four is
and-
still pretty low.
Yeah, no, I want to see.
Oh, I see. It's just to the right of domestic. At the top, there's a international tab.
Yeah, up at the very top,
Oh yeah.
black bar. There you
There
go.
you go. There you go.
But I want
Oh, but it's not giving you by movie.
2025. Hold on.
Oh.
There's got to be a way.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe. Give me. Oh, I don't know how to do this.
Those
Someone claim the
hamsters are
power
entire.
of spreadsheets.
Yeah,
Or
I don't know how to
pivot
do that.
cells.
Oh, worldwide maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
There
then
we
you'd
go.
have to.
There you go.
Remove the domestic.
got
Just
it.
do foreign.
Zootopia #2, Avatar 3. I figured that.
So Neza 2, the film that nobody knows anything about. A lot,
No
like
idea.
more than anything. Like that would have won out the whole contest outright.
That's a lot of money.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, Zootopia 2.
Look at the worldwide versus domestic. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like 1/10. No, wait. I can't do math.
Point
Yeah.
1.01.
One what? Yeah.
Wow.
Holy hell.
Yeah, look, 99% of its watches
Is
from
foreign. Yeah. Interesting.
Is this though because of our problems with streaming and theaters? The need to be in the theater for just a short time to go straight to streaming, or films that just ended up straight on streaming that never got this chance? Like, I mean, because the domestic box office still looks really low
I
compared to
think-
the past.
Neza 2 was just something that people in the US were not aware about at all.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is. Because
mean,
A24 put it out in theaters. Because
I've never heard of it.
they saw how successful the first one was, so they're like, "Oh, we should probably try to do this." It didn't pay off for them though. But yeah, Zootopia 2, it's ridiculous, like so much. Avatar, I mean, we figured it broke $1 billion. Good for you, James. I guess.
I see why Tom Cruise gives a shit about those Mission Impossible films, because overseas they make way more money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fantastic Four did almost double.
Yeah, look,
Wait.
our first superhero movie is Superman, and that's all the
Or
way to 10.
identical. Yeah.
I wonder what Detective Chinatown 1900 is.
Where is
It's number
that? Oh,
14.
we'll find out.
How,
Look, the
how,
author
the fuck
starts
is,
with a white woman.
how is Brave
And
New
moved
World
to-
above Thunderbolts? I don't understand.
In 1900, a white woman is murdered in Chinatown in San Francisco. Where's this movie from?
I've never even heard of this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
China. It says Market China at the bottom.
Market China. Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I figured. Most of these were China-based films that were making big money.
Makes sense. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mission Impossible still kicking ass over there.
Final Destination made that.
That's right.
Oh,
That was good. I love
My
it.
favorite thing is when Danny streams something like this, you can tell the rest of us old guys are doing like this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I'm like,
I got to get my readers.
But look, Jeff was saying, like Demon Slayer.
I love it.
No, keep
All right.
streaming, Danny. Hold on. I got it. Hold on.
Yeah, I looked at myself on camera and I'm doing this. And I'm like, oh God, this is terrible.
All right. Well, there's your results.
welcome
for
to the
box
elderly
office.
All
podcast.
right. Well, I'm gonna have to crowdsource my picks next time. I feel like, although if memory serves, I didn't do that badly the first time we did this.
No, I don't think so.
I had like 2 like surprise hits.
You
Let's
were
cut to
really
that clip. I'm gonna start doing that during our live podcast.
You just really wanted to do badly this time around, so you really went for it, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate the commitment.
I am nothing if not committed. Just don't ask
So-
for.
We'll sort out when we want to do our next draft. It's also by the middle of the year we know mostly what's coming. Like those dates don't rarely move, right? Which makes it a lot easier because then if something moves out of this year, then we have to. I don't know. It's a lot of production hassle, guys. Like you don't understand. So
if you
alright.
if you take out, are you taking out both? If we do it this year, are you taking out both Doomsday and Dune?
no, why would I take Dune out?
Let's just Doomsday.
That seems a little unfair then. Because Dune's gonna kill. Look at Danny's already plotting. He's like, oh hey, look, I get to pick first. Maybe I'll go
No, I
Dune.
don't. I don't get to pick first because I came in first. So it's reverse.
Oh,
order.
okay. All right.
So you tanked this
So
season.
Josh, you get that.
Yeah, Josh.
You get to-
Josh tanked this season so that he could get the first pick.
And I'm gonna pick some art house movie. So it's or the one comedy that comes out.
I mean, you could pick.
Josh is like the
Oppenheimer.
Dallas Mavericks. He's like, I would like to trade Spider-Man 4 for.
I actually get that reference. My God, I'm kind of impressed with myself.
We're in this for the long haul. So
Yeah.
all right. Well, I don't know where Clay just went away for a second. So up next, we're gonna do something we haven't done in a while, and that is a comic book review. What?
Oh yeah.
I don't even know if we're allowed to do that anymore.
Oh yeah.
But we do read comic books every once in a while, and we also get sent comic books in advance every once in a while, which is quite a good time.
That is nice.
We're gonna be
I like it.
talking about Dynamite's doing a comic called Thundar the Barbarian. Now, can you guys tell me about your relation? While Clay gets back, tell me about your relationship with Thundar, because the reason I brought this up was because I think you guys were pretty excited when we heard that this was happening.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of old guys got happy.
I
Bunch of old men.
I don't know about you, Jeff. I have always loved Thundar. I am not a fan typically of post-apocalyptic stuff, but I can remember even as a kid. So this came out in 80, I believe. So I was 5. Even as a kid watching this show, it blew my mind the subtle world building that it did. Because it's very clear that it is set in some far-flung future. It is very much riffing off of Star Wars, because you have a Wookiee-like character with Ukla. You have his Star Sword, which is basically a lightsaber. But instead of just doing a Star Wars ripoff, they set it in our future, and every episode features identifiable things that you're like, oh, I see oil tankers like that all the time, right? Or, oh, I know that. And so even as a little kid, I was like, this is brilliant. Like, I love this idea that it's it's like that moment in Beneath the Planet of the Apes when they go into the underground and the Earth astronaut in that one is like, oh, this is New York, right? Like this is the New York subway.
Yeah.
It's like those types of things make it feel weirdly grounded, and I love that. And all it does is it heightens the fantasy and the sci-fi because you know where they are. So I don't know. I love Thundar, obviously.
Josh is way smarter than I am because I was just like cartoon fun.
Don't give me that much credit.
You're
Are
muted
you talking,
again.
Danny? You're muted.
Sorry, I was coughing. This guy looks a lot like the guy from Herculoids, and I thought, like, does he get his own spin-off? Or I just realized that that's not the case. He just happens to look like the guy from Herculoids.
Same design team, I assume.
Yeah, I was going to say it was the same animation house. I thought
It's all Hanna-Barbera stuff, right?
Hanna-Barbera.
It's all Hanna-Barbera.
Well, yeah, this was Hanna-Barbera, but it was directed by Ruby Spears, and so I don't know. I think they actually broke off at this point. I think Ruby Spears had their own studio.
Okay.
So this may have been a Ruby Spears production, but it still involved
Alex Toth, I think, did the
Alex
artwork.
Toth worked on it. Jack Kirby did a lot of work on it.
wrote most
You
of
can
these.
see here the little Kirby. Michael Cho's cover has a little Kirby sign on.
And you can tell when you watch the show, there's like villains that actually shows up in this issue, and you're like, oh, that's a Kirby design. Like, you know, the eye flare is, you know, all Kirby.
I mean,
so
I think Michael Cho is like channeling his inner Kirby in this cover too. Like,
very much so.
Crackle in the back and the form, even just the way that he's standing and reaching out to the page,
the face,
like,
the move,
that's a Kirby thing.
But I do want to give props. The interior art is by a different artist who I've never heard of before. It is fantastic. This duo of Jason Aaron as the writer and this artist, it is so simpatico. It is working. I was blown away because no disservice. Dynamite does good with covers. They often have terrible interior artists, and this artist is fantastic. I meant to look up who it is.
Well, let me tell you. So as you mentioned, this is written by Jason Aaron with art by Cure Ball. And I think one of the issues that Dynamite sometimes has is that they just don't put the correct artist with the correct property. I don't think it's that it's bad art. It's just that it's art that doesn't really fit the tone or the aesthetic that they're going for.
That's a much better way of saying it. Thanks,
except for their Disney stuff. Their Disney stuff, I bet Disney has like contracts with them that you're like, you have to get these specific artists that we have on our stable or roster or whatever, or somebody that they pre-approved, because all the
they're
Disney
all from
stuff,
Europe.
Yeah, probably.
Or South America.
Yeah. All the Disney stuff looks very not specific, not just like straight out of Disney, but they look, whereas some of the adaptations that they're doing, like which we got to talk about that Thundercats Silverhawks crossover in a second, since we're digging into this Dynamite stuff, but put a pin in that. Okay, so
I'm just imagining a Disney lawyer like with the Dynamite guy, like with by the lapel, like you put this artist.
I mean, it's probably not that like violent, but it's probably just that's not far off from the truth. Let me give you a quick
just in legalese
that's not familiar with Thundar. When a runaway planet hurtled between the Earth and the Moon, which I can't believe. I tried
say the year. You got to say the year.
Hold on. It's not there. It doesn't say in the
1994.
Yeah.
In 1994, when a runaway planet hurtled between the Earth and the Moon, cosmic destruction was unleashed, and mankind's proud civilization were cast into ruin. 2 millennia later, the planet is nearly unrecognizable, not as unrecognizable as you would think. A harsh
that was my one problem.
Where sorcery and super science both reign over the powerless masses. Now, rising up from the ranks, one man is breaking the bonds that restrain him with the help of his faithful companions, Ariel and Ukla the Muck. He has dedicated his life and his power and the power of his mystic blade, the Sun Sword, to liberating the world from the forces. He's Thundar the Barbarian. I don't know that everything's as unrecognizable because I was like, oh, they're in New York. I could tell. At worst case scenario, they're in New Jersey, and like,
There's a shot on the bridge with a bunch of cars, and I'm like, this is 2,000 years. Like, I've seen a car degrade in 50 years. There's like a fleet of cars on a bridge, and I'm like, maybe not make it 2,000 years in the future if you want to have, relics of what it looked like here at the time.
Back in the day, cars were made of better material.
Well, yeah, true. It could be New York, but and this just could be a conceit as well. But when the rat people bring Thundar with all the other slaves to the city, if you read it phonetically, he describes it as Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
right.
I assume it's maybe Kansas City or something. Yeah. Who knows? So.
So what? I mean, I guess we'll go around. What did you guys think of the book?
Who do you want to start with?
I loved it. I loved it.
Jeff, yeah, we'll go with Jeff and down, and then come back to me.
Yeah. I thought it was great. I thought it was fantastic. Jason Aaron's writing. It's for something that's not. I don't know if a lot of people know who Thundar is. But yeah, it kind of encapsulates, gives you that world straight up off the bat, and it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm gonna read it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Clay, what about you? What did you think?
Oh, I loved it. I was a Thundar the Barbarian fan when I was a kid because it was like the best of all the movies I'd been watching on cable. So it was like you had Star Wars, Road Warrior, you had this Wookiee, you had this witch, all this cool stuff. And like it would be weird because Saturday morning cartoons in the 80s would be like, oh, here's the Care Bears. And then post-apocalyptic, here's the world is dead. Here's a fun cartoon. Enjoy, kids.
It's a fun cartoon.
Yeah, like and if I remember, I remember the planet passing, but I thought part of the destruction was brought about by humans. I thought that was part of the story in the cartoon.
That's a big reveal, probably. We did this. We blew it up ourselves. It's the same as the ending of the planet.
Right.
But that's the fun part of Thundar is like he travels through different cities, so you can kind of see these different landmarks, encounters all these mutants. I mean, it's just the most fun kind of B horror film, but like with Jason Aaron writing it, it elevates it. That art elevates it because it takes it to a different level than it was on the show, and it's really, really good. I mean, it's nitpicky to say like in 2,000 years, we're still going to see these cars and images, kind of shit, but it's still fun. Like that's kind of the point. This was a Saturday morning cartoon. As much as it is dark in its storyline, it's still kind of fun to see like, well, let's just throw stuff and see what works with Thundar. And I'll trust Jason Aaron any time of day.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. I had this kind of a like interesting arc as I read this issue, because at the very beginning, the way Aaron introduces it, I'm like, oh, cool. He's going to give us the backstory that we never really got in the show, right? Like, how did they all meet? Because I thought that opening scene was the reveal of how Thundar breaks his bonds, right? Mm-hmm. Then you get to the middle of the issue and it just becomes, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, this is great. It just becomes a standard Thundar episode.
Yeah.
Right. So what he does, I think in just a few, like several pages, most of the issue is if you've never seen Thundar, you get the setup, you get the world, you get the stakes, you get basically how the normal arc of a story goes. And then at the very end, he throws it all out the window. And that was the hook that I'm like, oh, fuck, he's doing it. I like this, right? Instant pull. I am so hyped about this. It's going to be great. So, yeah. Kudos to Jason Aaron for just not... You could have done a perfectly fine Thundar series by just rehashing,
by just doing Conan again.
Like. Yeah, Conan, do your Thor, but do it on the Saturday morning cartoon that we all love.
But no, he I feel like he's actually doing something here. Like it is setting up something, and I'm here for it. So
is he doing it? Is Jason Aaron doing an ongoing right now? Or is he just because he did Thor Forever and then he did the Batman Space Adventure?
Well, he's just come back, right? He was out for a while, I thought, due to health reasons or a car accident.
That's
that might
Is
be
that
somebody else.
that's
Don,
Donny
that's
Cates.
Don Cates.
Oh, Donny Cates.
Jason Aaron's doing Bug Wars. That's his only ongoing that I know at the moment. But they kind of take breaks in between the arcs.
Yeah.
You can tell that this is something that he wanted to do. I feel like at this point, he gets to kind of pick projects and like, give
Well,
me
that's what
another
I think. That's
Barbarian
what I
to
was
write.
getting at. Is that it's interesting that he's not with either of the big two, and it seems like he's picking his projects, or maybe they're being pitched to him because he did that Turtles run that was really good.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if he's going out and saying I want to do this, and these studios are just like, great, come and do it, or if they're like pitching him.
Yeah.
And I've only known one other author who wanted to write Thundar. Do you guys know Brian King, the horror author? Brian King.
Mm-hmm.
He was on back when Twitter was good. He was on there just pitching like, oh, I would love to do like a Thundar series.
Back in 1994.
94, yeah. And I remember that coming out of the blue, just going, who wants to do Thundar? But like Brian Keane was and I was like, yeah, like I wanted to revisit it because it's just a fun cartoon.
Yeah.
I would love to know if Jason Aaron saw Dynamite's Herculoids and Space Ghost and it's like, I wonder if they have Thundar rights. So
yeah. So as somebody that didn't know much about Thundar, I thought that was pretty good, especially bringing you into the world and letting it tells you everything you need to know without being like, here's a whole paragraph of information.
Yeah.
And we don't have any art previews, but it's really good. Like if you're watching the replay of this, maybe I was able to find something and I'm dropping this into the short form video, but it fits with the world, it fits with the tone. It feels like an older comic. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. What I do want to show you guys is there are 28 variant covers for this.
28?
Fuck.
It's Dynamite.
It's Dynamite. A lot of them are probably just the same cover, like in foil and like without the trade dress and stuff like that. So let's go through some of them. Actually, we'll go through all of them real quick. This is Michael Cho. This is the main cover.
I do love that cover.
This is a very cool.
Wow.
Is that
a lot of these are? This is who is it? Cedric Poulat. A lot of these are probably going to be the same, just like different variants of the same thing. You can expect a lot of covers by what's this character's name? Ariel.
Ariel.
Princess Ariel.
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to see a lot of these covers. This is
Dynamite.
Iraqi. Yeah, it is Dynamite. So they need to sell their books. Let's see what else. See, like,
am I going to end up getting two covers? God damn it!
Francesco Mattina.
What?
Oh wow,
that's really cool. Damn. Bjorn Barnes. I love that they each have their own interpretation of like. This is a very Star Warsy, like even the post right with the sword. And
this is also like Boris Viejo.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it looks more artistic than just a poster, but like a Boris Vallejo. Who am I thinking of? Fucking Death Dealer. Who's the artist for Death Dealer?
Oh, Frazetta.
Yeah.
Is that Linzer?
Linzer. Yep.
Yeah.
Good eye. Who's this?
Rob.
There's
Rob.
no
feet. Yeah, where's his feet?
This is gonna be a foil variant by Michael Cho, a blank variant, so you can draw your own Thundar.
Draw the bottom half of Rob's.
Ooh,
that would be awesome.
Little Atlas Comics signature series. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. What is that?
Okay. Oh, blind bag. Of course, they're doing blind bags.
I do like the Michael Cho. That's a great standard cover.
Well, you can get it in black and white and color and
I like the color better, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, see, they covered up with. That's why I like sometimes the ones without the trade dress because you don't see the lightning hitting.
You don't see the lightning, yeah.
There is
that's not canon. It's a sun sword, not a lightning sword.
There is some great Kirby art out there if you're looking for Jack Kirby Thundar stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I need to find it.
Ooh,
there you go.
Cool. Speaking of Kirby art, there's a little design
Kirby art
design variant. Oh, Rob Liefeld with the feet.
Oh,
with
hey,
feet.
there we go.
Oh my god!
Hey.
And look at the way he lined up the foot with Ukla's mouth.
Yeah, I bet he
He's a
drew them
design
separately.
genius.
God, that's just awful.
Okay. Well, there you go. Thundar. Thundar, that's our.
Just
our
tell us you don't
review.
understand art, Josh.
I can't believe they allow you to teach.
There's an audio clip for you right there. Tag it, Danny.
Oh man.
All right, real quick before we leave this Dynamite train, I wanted to show you guys. We're getting a couple cool things from Dynamite. So first is this gigantic Thundercats Silverhawks crossover. Thunderhawks.
Kind of want to read this.
It's by Ed Brisson, who's been doing Thunderhawks.
Yes.
Oh, he's been doing Silverhawks. I got to talk to him. I think it was last year when Silverhawks was going to come out, or Thundercats lost. But yeah, I mean, I'm very excited for that one too. And then the other cool thing I wanted to show you guys was this. I think this was going to blow your socks off. The Muppets Noir.
Oh fuck, I'm in.
So
Who's writing this?
I was about to find that out. Give me a second. It's Roger Landridge. He's writing
Oh,
and doing the art.
I love Langridge, and he's done a bunch of Muppet stuff. He's a big fan.
So this, I think this main cover. Oh, this main cover is by Landridge. Oh, we just saw his art in the Thunder, right? We saw his cover with the. Was that him with the lightning?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that was somebody else.
That was Windsor.
Linder. Okay, that's
Yeah.
I knew it was an L name. But for the Muppets, we do have this really cool Declan Shalvey cover.
Look at that! Hot damn! This looks great.
And of course, they're doing mystery bags.
Wow.
I hope that they got Rob to draw these guys because they don't have feet.
So I think we're gonna be talking about Dynamite quite a lot in the near future.
I did like the roles that they gave the Muppets. Like Rolf was playing the piano, and you know, Sam the Eagle's the cop, obviously.
When does the new show launch? Have they announced yet?
I think it's March.
I think it was
sometime
sometime in March. Yeah.
Okay.
And from what we gathered, it's just a one special, but we'll see. I know
What?
that's the same. That's the same thing that these guys are finally arrived to.
Son of a bitch! Come on,
all
Disney, fucking invest in the Muppets, will you?
I know we're running low on time because we got to get out of here by
yeah.
the 30th. But we would be remiss if we did not talk about Catherine O'Hara.
Yes.
Unfortunately, passing. I mean, look at this filmography. Yeah, it was that was very sad news when there's a lot of awful stuff going on in the world, but man, oh man, sometimes you just get hit in the gut, like when you're already down.
This one hit hard, and it was completely out of left field. I think most of the comments were like, "I just saw her in the studio," or
she was just in the studio. She was in Last of Us season 2.
I forgot she was in Argyle.
Yeah,
Her and Bryan Cranston.
Still never
she did a lot of. I didn't realize she did so much like voice work. I guess
Christopher Guest films. If
Yep.
anything,
Yes,
if you've
in
never seen Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show, go see those. Like
good.
those of her, like everyone's seen Home Alone and Beetlejuice. I feel like that's her broadest appeal. But those films, like comedy gold.
Yeah,
And that's what
hopefully-
bugs me or
Yeah.
bums me out, because I mean, we already lost Fred Willard a few years ago, so I don't that troupe was never gonna be the same. But you go and watch those movies, those same actors, and those, you know, and it's just they're so genius. Those 4 films,
yeah.
so
Well, A Mighty Wind, I did not like. I feel like that's
it's the worst of them.
It's
but
the
it is-
weakest. Yeah.
but it's still like just for what they do, you know.
yeah.
And the fact that that one I give lots of leeway to, because I'm like, well, none of them are musicians, but like where they are on film. Like,
Yeah, true.
And so I'm just like, I think they're all genius. I think they're all genius in their own little different ways,
Yeah, and I hope people go back and watch her SCTV stuff. Like some of the comedy is going to be dated. Like I have the box set of all the SCTV stuff, and it is very dated. But she did some incredible characters, and just for people who haven't seen like her work with John Candy, that's worth going through that SCTV stuff. And I don't know if it's available other than through Shout Factory, and that was the last one to do reprints of SCTV.
I was about to ask if it's streaming anywhere because I would love to rewatch it. I've only seen bits and bobs here and there over the years.
No, but I have seen more people post some of her work from SCTV because of her passing.
Well, I saw a great clip. PBS showed a clip where they were doing Hollywood Squares, and she's playing like some sort of like Swedish woman, and Eugene Levy just like this song, and she like taps the thing to come in, and it just says something random, and it is hilarious. I'm like, I need to watch more of this.
Oh, I know what that sketch is. It is Eugene Levy hosting a college quiz show, but with the stupidest students they've ever had. And so it's everyone brings their own level of stupidity, so they have to outdo each other each time they answer a question. So it's really funny.
It is so funny. Yeah, she was great, and I love the fact that her and Eugene Levy had this late career resurgence with Schitt's Creek, and just everybody got to see her brilliance again in that show. Just so good.
Yeah. It's weird. She's like the Christmas mom to Zillennials for, growing up at that time of Home Alone. But it's such I love that film, and it's so heartwarming, even though like I only connected with it because of Shelby, because that was like a close film of hers. So that's become one of our films we watch every Christmas and stuff. So it's just, seeing her go from SCTV to, Christmas mom, and just have this incredible career that everyone can look back after Schitt's Creek and all the stuff she's done. She's just amazing. And it's like, the John Candy documentary is coming out soon too, so that's going to be tough to watch.
It's already out.
It is.
Yeah, it's on Prime though, so yeah.
Oh, she's in Rock and Rule and Orange County. I forget she's Canadian, so she's done a lot of stuff that we may not have seen.
Yeah.
She's living in the far forward land of Canada.
I will say, if you haven't watched The Wild Robot, I really recommend that film. It's really
I've heard it's really good.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Beetlejuice. I mean,
I think it's pretty good, and it's not the same as it's not the same as the first one, but I enjoyed it.
I was trying to remember who she is in Dick Tracy, because I literally just watched that like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like,
she's Texie Garcia. If that means anything to you, Texie Garcia. That's the name that.
I just saw that a couple of years ago. I don't remember her in it.
The only thing is she the one from the orphanage? Because they try to take away the kid at one point or something like that. And that's the only thing I can think of. And I'm like, I don't know.
Well, there you go. Oh God.
Oh man,
Martin Short, jump scare.
Danny's favorite comedian, Martin Short.
So, yeah, well, there you go. If you can this weekend, maybe watch something with Catherine O'Hara. You'll have a good time. It's going to be so. Well, I think we did it. We did a show. We went through everything we wanted to talk about, and we're kind of out of like our one thing about planning the show is that I forgot to plan further ahead. So we had all of January mapped out, and I think it worked out overall. We had to flip some stuff around, but we covered everything we wanted to.
Well, next week we can do Super Bowl predictions.
Oh, that's right. Next week is the Super Bowl.
This is Super Bowl. So I'm like, what trailers are we getting? What famous person is going to prostrate themselves for AI?
We've already seen that. Darren Aronofsky.
Oh my God. We should talk about that though.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know what this is.
He put out an AI movie.
Darren Aronofsky did?
He got that Google money. So he bent over real easy and put together. I mean, you look at the films he's made and then you just sell out to do this AI shit. but it's a retelling of 1776 through AI, so it's about as believable as any fucking biopic they put out about anything. It's just filled with bullshit.
And what's funny is like it's
the red pill.
Well, and right on the heel, like PBS has their American Revolution thing out. So why would you
watch
like
that instead?
Watch that instead.
All right.
Damn.
But he is a hack that steals it on his own, not AI hack. Or at least he's putting the work in.
If you're gonna watch an Aronofsky film, watch Caught Stealing.
Hey, look, look.
Caught Stealing from AI. There you go. It all connects.
There you go.
I mean, really, just if it would be make sequels to all his films and make them with AI. I mean, that's that. When a creative turns their back on art like that, then their art should be available for AI. Like there should be Requiem for a Dream 2, Electric Boogaloo. I mean, there should be something. Yeah, I know. No one wants to see that, but somebody's going to make that with AI. Like that's the thing.
It's from the double things perspective.
Yeah, exactly. Ass to ass.
Oh no, this is the way we're ending the show.
Wait.
Sorry to everybody that's still watching. Go ahead, Josh.
Okay, now I kind of want to do this with AI. Requiem for a Dream 2, but it's what's his nuts as the Joker. I feel like that would work.
Shit. Requiem for a Dream with Jared Leto as the Joker.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
I would watch
that's my Skeletor, all right?
Which that trailer looks fucking great. I am so hyped.
Oh yeah. I guess you weren't here when we talked about it.
I missed it. Yeah.
No,
It looks good. I'm on board.
It looks good. Another Thundar lookalike.
Yeah. I mean, they're all riffing off Conan. They're all barbarians.
But did they make them all blonde just so that it would be a different hair? Blonde with shorter hair.
They're all reacting to Star Wars. Is what's
well, that too. Yeah. But I believe so. I was in Target and they had the He-Man original design action figure, and originally he was brunette. He was dark hair, and I bet the lawyers are like, "Oh, he's got the same haircut. This is going to be lawsuit in the waiting." So let's.
So Mattel was supposed to do a Conan because the Arnold
Schwarzenegger
that's
Conan. Right. That's right. Okay.
So they did a toy deal, and then they watched the movie, and they're like, "This is not for kids." But they had the rumor is they had developed the He-Man design for Conan.
Okay.
And then at the same time, the guy was over there working on He-Man. They were just like, "Well, we'll use Wonder Man." For
his name is
to bring it full circle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right. Cool. Thank you for correcting me.
Thank you for ending us on a better note. And remember, kids, never do ass to ass. All right.
Don't do drugs. This is a very special episode.
You're right. You're right. The ending was memorable. They should have stuck around. It was a very somber and memorable ending to the show. Who knew that's what you meant when you said it?
Thank you for watching, everyone. I don't even want to plug anything because why would I want to follow that up? But go check out. We got a bunch of reviews on the channel for comics this week. A lot of good comics. We'll talk more about comics tomorrow. For those that show up in our early show, it's too early for Josh. He's put it in his contract that it's too early for him. But yeah, sounds good. I still got to go pick up some of my comics. I didn't get to go to Titan this week.
I'm doing that today with Hazel as well. So if you're over by Common Ground, I might see you.
I'll give us an update on Hazel's journey through Gotham.
She is killing it. I think I'll have to ask her. She's in town this weekend.
Because she was reading No Man's Land, right?
What?
Is she reading she's reading Night Quest.
Nightfall. All of Nightfall.
All of Nightfall. Which leads into Night Quest and the other one. So
and then Night's End? Is that right?
I don't
know. She's reading the whole all three omnibuses. Good. So I think she's getting through Night's End.
I think once she's done with that,
they all say Nightfall on the spine, so I don't know. Yeah.
Once she's done with that, she really should dig into No Man's Land because that is another expensive year-long event.
Okay.
1990s, I think.
I've
That's the
never.
earthquake.
I think
That's
there's like
the
3
earthquake.
omnibuses of that.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'll pass that on to her because I know she's going to want some big, crazy 90s
Great.
thing to read.
Then we'll
so.
finally be able to get a Batman expert on the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, a big 90s thing, Youngblood. All 4 issues of it.
I hear the 5th is coming out soon.
every decade, Youngblood puts out 4 issues, 1 through 4. Though they renumber them again.
Yeah.
He's only got 4 issues in him. That's it.
We're getting issue 3 this week, or we got issue 3 this week. I don't know. So, okay, we're out of here. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
The most important thing in life will always be
Hell, Bebo.
Twitter loves you.
Simon Center, get the fuck out.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Get out of here, you weirdo.